Hey there, it's Linda Cromar. I'm coming to you from my home office in Colorado. And the question of the day is, do you know the difference between a liability and an asset? A lot of people don't. For instance, your home is not an asset. Your car is not an asset. So let's dive into what they mean. What is an asset and what is a liability? An asset is something that helps you make money, and it benefits you in many different ways, but especially that it makes you money. It might cost something to you, but it also makes you money. A business is an asset. Okay, so that gives you a basic idea. Okay, what is a liability? A liability is something that you probably have to have, such as your utilities. But do you get paid when you use your utilities? No. You always have to pay for them, and they don't pay you. Do you get a benefit? Yes, you do get a benefit. Your utilities help you keep your house warm and allows you to have water and various different things like that. But it does not pay you directly. You do not get a benefit of some kind money-wise from a liability. Your car, you have to pay for. And it gets you around, so you do have a benefit. You buy it because you need it for transportation to get where you need to go. And in big cities, that is usually a very important thing because most of us don't really live where mass transit is enough by itself. Unless you're downtown where you have them go crisscrossing all over, it actually doesn't benefit you that much. So most people would prefer to have their own vehicle. Especially in the United States, we definitely like our cars. We like being able to get around. But our car is not an asset. Even when you go to sell it, it generally isn't, because you're going to get less for it than what you paid for it. So understand the difference. A car is not an asset. A house is not an asset. You have to pay for a house. You have to pay for the upkeep. You have to pay for the insurance. You have to pay the mortgage. And you do not get a kickback every month because you have done that. So understand that. So in a business, think about it. And a business is definitely an asset. Any kind of business that you have. Now, some businesses have higher liabilities attached to them. Now, understand, there are liabilities attached to businesses. What are liabilities attached to businesses? Well, your overhead. Do you have an actual storefront where you have to pay for your lights, your electricity, your heat, your water, and other things, your rent? Now, in the case of somebody that has an online business, they're going to have much lower liabilities with their business because they are going to pay less out and earn more. For instance, I have one that I pay less than $100 a month for, and I get paid unlimited commissions. Unlimited. That's pretty cool, isn't it, to think about? So it's all a matter of my industry, how much I will earn. That is an asset. Yes, there are liabilities attached, but it's very small, and I get paid for offering it to others. That's the difference between an asset and a liability. It's very important to understand that because a lot of people get hooked up believing that their home is one of their assets, and it really isn't until you sell it. And even when you sell it, you may not make a profit. If you think about all of the expenses, the interest, and everything that you've always paid on it, you probably do not get an actual profit off your home. Now, what would be an asset is if somebody owned rental homes. In other words, they have homes, they have purchased, but it's not their primary residence, and they rent it out to other people. And someone pays them a reasonable rent for that home. They paid their own utilities, and you might have to pay insurance on them. So you still have a liability on that home, but you're not living in it, and someone else is paying you for the privilege of living in that home. That is that is an asset. See the difference? It's very important to understand that there is a very definite understanding that you must have as a business owner of what liabilities and assets are. Now, why are they important to you? You want to accumulate more assets in your column than you want to accumulate liabilities. You want to keep your liability column way down here and your asset column way up here. That's called profit. If the liability comes up above the profit, then you have a loss situation where you're actually paying more than you are earning. So you want to get to a point where your liabilities are low and your assets are high. And that could be anything, but in my case, it is commissions paid to me because I have people that decide they like what I am offering and they want to have it for themselves. They see a benefit that they are going to receive and they are willing to pay for it. And if they're smart, they also decide they would like to earn some money as well from that product or service that I'm offering them. And when they see that they can get an actual list of commissions that comes to them, and they can see that their bottom line is coming up and their liabilities are coming down, then it's a benefit to them. And that's what they want. So much of the time, I see people hyping and hyping and hyping how much you can make when you are building your business. But it's so important to understand the difference between your commissions and your liabilities. Keep your liabilities low, keep your commissions high, so that you can actually be in the black instead of the red. Very important. Now, one other thing you can do is look at what you're spending on your home expenses, your personal expenses not connected to your business. Are you paying large amounts for entertainment and things that you don't really have to have? I did a major cut on all of that just recently, so my liabilities are down. I don't have a car payment. I don't have a house payment. I have a little bit of credit debt, but it's low and I can manage it. And I have commissions coming up. That's what you want. That's what you want. No matter what you're building, no matter what kind of business you have, that's what you want. It's so important to really have a full understanding of that. Don't get yourself in your head up in the wind and get all wrapped up in how many commissions you can make. Be aware of how much you're paying out as well, because that matters. When you can keep your liabilities down and your commissions high, that's when you are doing well. And you don't have to have a lot of that to be living comfortably and happy. I hope you enjoyed my little explanation, because understanding the difference between assets and liabilities are really important. And if you got some benefit from this, I would love it if you like, comment, and share. And if you'd like to learn more about a simple way you can make money online with a lot smaller liability and a high commission, let's talk. Bye for now.